This easy Christmas jelly dessert is a delight to the eyes and oh so delicious. Hi, and you're watching Plating It with Wendy, where I share with you recipes which impress with ease. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, share and comment. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, press that subscribe button. And while you're at it, if you hit on that bell icon, you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. Now, let's get started. We're going to start the dessert by making the jelly. And we're going to go in with the raspberry jelly and lime jelly because we want that red and green color for Christmas. We're going to make 2 boxes of the raspberry jelly and 2 boxes of the lime. And we're going to make 1 box at a time and somewhat as per the instructions on the box. So now we're going to add 1 cup of hot water. And to that we'll add the jelly mix. And I'm using a raspberry jelly here so that we get the nice deep red color. We're going to give it a stir so that it all dissolves in the hot water. And once the crystals have dissolved, the box calls for adding 1 cup of cold water. But we are going to go in with just half a cup of cold water because we want the jelly to be a little bit more firm. I'm going to give this a mix. Now let's put it into a container so that it can set. I'm just going to pour it in. And now let's make the second packet of raspberry jelly. Very slowly we're going to whisk it around so that it dissolves in the hot water. Now if you wanted, you could add in different flavors of jelly to the dessert and that will give you more colors. We're going to pour this into another container for it to set. And now let's repeat the process to make the lime jelly. So that's 1 cup of hot water, 1 packet of jelly, and now stir, stir, stir till the jelly crystals dissolve. And once the jelly crystals are dissolved, it's time to add half a cup of cold water. We're going to pour it into the container to set. And we'll pour the second packet of lime jelly into another container for it to set. To the second container so that it sets. Now that the jellies have all cooled, we're going to cover them up and place them in the refrigerator to set. To set our dessert, we're going to go in with 6 tablespoons of unflavored gelatin. And to that, we're going to add 1 cup of hot water. And now let's whisk it so that the gelatin gets a chance to dissolve. Now that the gelatin has dissolved, let's add 1 can, which is about 354 ml of evaporated milk. We're just going to whisk it constantly so that it all gets well blended. Let's keep this to one side and in another bowl mix up the cream and the condensed milk. I'm going to add in 1 cup, which is 250 ml of all-purpose cream, and this is stabilized cream. This is not the whipping cream. So even if you try to whip it, it's not going to form into stiff peaks. And into that we're going to pour 1 can, which is 300 ml of sweetened condensed milk. Using a whisk, let's blend it together. Mixing the two helps to thin out the cream. And then when we go to add it into the gelatin mix, it makes it easier to blend in. Now let's add it in. And for some added flavoring, we're going to go in with 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. And to bring out all the flavors, let's add in a pinch of salt. We're going to whisk it till all gets well combined. This is such a perfect dessert for the holiday season. It's tasty and it looks so festive. Children are definitely going to love this dessert. And once you've got a nice smooth creamy mix, it's time to start assembling the dessert. Our jelly has all set, so now let's cut it up into small bits so that we can put it into our tray. Just going to cut it down lengthwise first. You want to cut smaller bits so we get it all distributed well in the tray that we set it in. Now let's just take out the bits. Oh, these look so pretty. And now let's cut up the green jelly. Now we're going to flip these out. Ooh, that's so pretty. And here's a little tip. It's a good idea to brush on just a little oil on your mold before assembling the dessert. Now to assemble it, we're going to add some of the green jelly pieces to the bottom. And then some red. And now we're going to pour on some of the mix around. And now we're going to put on another layer of the red and the green jelly. And now it's time to pour on some more of the mix. When you cut through the dessert, you're going to see this red and green color all inside, and it's so pretty and beautiful. Once again, some of the red jelly. You could add as many colors as you wanted, but I just wanted to keep it to red and green because of the holiday season. And now the green. And now let's top off the last layer with the mix. These little bits of red and green jelly are going to give our dessert a nice stained glass look. Okay, now we're going to cover it up with a plastic wrap and place it in the refrigerator for it to set. Now this should take about 5 hours, but overnight would give you the best results. Our dessert is all set and I'm excited to unmold it. To unmold it, we're first just going to pull it a little away from the form. And this becomes very easy because if you remember, we had brushed it with the oil, so it detaches very easily from the form. And let's not forget to loosen up the center too. If you wanted, you could even form it in this kind of a form so that you get individual serves. Now we're going to take whatever dish you want to unmold it on, place it on the top, and then flip it over. And that's how beautiful it looks. Even I'm impressed. And now it's time to give our Christmas dessert a taste. Oh my goodness, look at that. And now it's time to give our Christmas dessert a taste. Wow, it looks so pretty. This dessert is so yum, your guests are going to love you even more for it. And if you want to enjoy this dessert as much as I do, hop onto my website, platingitwithwendy.com, where you will find the full written recipe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.